All right, it is time for Political Point of Views, and today we have Ingrid Braun. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's start off with, what are you running for?
I'm running for Sheriff Coroner of Mono County.
And what inspired you to want to run for a position like this?
Change. We need change in our Sheriff's Department. We need change into how we interact with the people, with our communities. And there's some concerns lots of people have with the Sheriff's Department right now, and I'm the one person that can bring that change, so I'm bringing it.
How long have you been here in the Mammoth Lakes community?
We bought our first home here in 1997, and we've been here full-time for 4 years.
Who are you running against, for everyone who doesn't know?
The appointed sheriff is Ralph Obenberger.
And what made you decide to run besides change? But what specifically made you kind of want to get in there and run for this time around?
I have a lot of experience. I retired from the LAPD 3 years ago. I have 21 years with LAPD, and I worked my way up through the ranks there, and I worked a variety of assignments. I retired as a lieutenant. I was a gang officer in charge, ran a gang and narcotics unit, and I was also a watch commander, working in foothill areas and Central Division. So I have a lot of experience that I can bring to this, and I also have local experience. I worked for the Sheriff's Department for a year and a half, both full-time and part-time, and I'm currently a reserve with the Mammoth Lakes Police Department. So I have a lot of local knowledge, and I have a lot of professional experience that the Sheriff's Department could really use.
You're definitely qualified for this position, it sounds like. What are some of the things you are expecting to tackle if you get this position?
The main focus of what I'd like to bring to the Sheriff's Department is community policing. Getting the Sheriff's Department out into the communities that they serve, allocating our resources out in the community, out in Benton, Chalfont, in the Tri-Valley, up in the Antelope Valley, Colville, Walker, Topaz, out in June Lake, down in Swall Paradise, in Crowley, getting our deputies into their communities and getting them to know who the people are, who the players are in the community, and empowering them to solve quality of life issues. And then bringing the community into the Sheriff's Department and creating a community advisory board and giving the people a voice within the Sheriff's Department so that they can be sure that they're being heard, that they have a voice within the Sheriff's Department, and that the Sheriff's Department is actually listening. And if I were sheriff, I'd be listening and I'd be responding. You'd have a lot of accessibility and accountability and transparency with the Sheriff's Department.
Overall, how behaved do you think the people are here in Mammoth?
They're pretty well behaved. This is a beautiful place. We're really fortunate to live in the Eastern Sierra and Mono County. We don't have the crime that we have in the big city. We don't need big city policing. We need people who are engaged and involved. And the people here are great. We all move here because we love it here, because it's so beautiful and there's so much to do. It's the best place in the world.
So is this your first time running for a position like this out here in Mammoth?
It's my first time running for office since senior year of high school.
Oh man, so it's been a while, huh?
It's been a long time. It's been nearly 30 years.
What are some of the challenges you're finding right now with running?
It's a huge learning curve. It's weirdly a lot of paperwork involved with running, a lot of forms that the Fair Political Practices Commission requires, which is great. It keeps people honest and makes sure that you're running a fair campaign. The driving around, it's a big county. It's 3,300 square miles. So if you're running for a countywide office, you're all over the place. And I'm meeting great people. I'm up in Colville, I'm down in Chalfont, down in Swall. I've had great meet and greets all over the county with people that just want to be heard, and I'm listening.
So I know, like, when you run for a district, you have to run for the district you're in, but obviously for sheriff, you can live anywhere. How far does it extend besides Mammoth Lakes? Are you just running for the Mammoth Lakes area, or is it places
this is a county-wide seat, so it's for the whole county of Mono, so all the way from Topaz to the north, down to Swall Paradise, practically to Bishop in the south, east all the way to the state line, and west to the ridge line. So it's a big county. It's 3,300 square miles with, 13,000 or so people, maybe 6,000 voters.
And how familiar are you with the rest of the county besides our little Mammoth area here?
I'm really familiar because I did work for the Sheriff's Department on patrol for almost a year, so I drove all over this county. I've driven just about every road. I've gotten to know every community. I'm really comfortable throughout the county. I feel like I know who the people are and what their issues are.
And voting is just right around the corner. Do you have any meet and greets set up before voting day?
I have one tonight, a private one tonight at a private residence, and beyond that, I don't think I have anymore. I've had lots. I've had them in Colville, down in Chalfont, up in Levining, Mono City. I've had them all over the place. I had a great one in Rafters last Tuesday night. But I don't have any planned right now. If people want to talk to me, I'm always available. You can reach me on my Facebook page or on my website, braunforsheriff.com, and email me, and I will get a hold of you, and we can meet and talk.
Yeah, I know it's getting awfully close now. It's just hustle time, huh?
Yeah, and every night there's something. There's always something interesting to go to. There's council forum on Tuesday night, I believe, and a supervisors forum on Wednesday night. And I go to those because I'm interested in the other races too and hearing what the other issues are because they all do pertain to the sheriff's department in some way or another.
Yeah, there really is a lot of positions opening up this time. It's assessor position, a couple district positions, the sheriff position.
There's assessor, sheriff, there's district attorney, school superintendent, those are unopposed, and then 2 supervisor seats and 3 council seats.
Yeah, Mammoth's really getting ready for a big change if all these people take over these new seats.
And it's really cool in the town of Mammoth right now and in Mono County, just this groundswell, this grassroots movement for change. So many people involved and talking and really wanting to make difference. And it feels so powerful. It's awesome.
And do you have any closing remarks before I let you go?
No, thank you for having me. This has been great. I like having an opportunity to get my voice out there and have people hear what's going on and what I'm thinking about. And if you have questions for me, again, I have a Facebook page, which is Braun for Sheriff, or my website, braunforsheriff.com, and you can contact me and I'll answer your questions or I'll call. We'll meet for coffee. I really want to bring change to Mono County. I think this is the best opportunity to do it. So June 3rd, that's the day.
And when you say Braun for Sheriff, the number or the word?
The word.
A lot of people are doing the number.
I can't. I'm a grammar freak.
So it's Braun for Sheriff. Check out the website, and thank you for being with us today.
Thanks, Dale.